Welcome students, we got a beautiful question. We are expected to integrate x over e raised to the power of x, positive e over x raised to the power of x. This entire quantity is raised to the power of 2 multiplied with ln x dx. You can pause the video and try to do this question and then come back and check for the solution. Okay, I hope you have tried, and now it's time for us to look into the solution. So foremost, what I wish to do is I want to take x over e raised to the power of x to be equal to some u, and we take ln both sides. When we do that, we get ln of x over e raised to the power of x is equal to ln u. There is a formula in logarithms. Ln a raised to the power of b is equal to b times ln a. By this formula, I can rewrite this as x times ln x over e is equal to ln u. Now I also have a formula. Ln of a over b is equal to ln a negative ln b. By utilizing this formula, I can rewrite this as x times ln of x negative ln of e, which is equal to ln u. But we know that ln e is actually to the base e is equal to 1. So by that property, we can rewrite this as x times ln x negative 1 is equal to ln u. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize uv differentiation. So differentiating uv is nothing but utilizing product formula, which is going to be u times v dash plus v times u dash. So by this formula, this is going to be x times of differential of ln x, that's going to be 1 over x, times differentiation of x is 1, negative differential of 1 is going to be 0, followed by a product sign multiplied with ln x negative 1 times differential of x, that's going to be 1 here, which is equal to, of course we need to place the differential operator. This is equal to differentiation of ln u, that's going to be 1 over u times du. Now if you were to distribute x inside, x and x will be cancelled, this is 0, so you are going to have 1 there, followed by ln x negative 1 times dx is equal to 1 over u times du. Now negative 1 positive 1 gets cancelled, giving you ln x dx is equal to 1 over u times du. So this is what you've got. Fine. Now if you remember, we have taken x over e raised to the power of x to be equal to u. So from here, e over x raised to the power of x will be equal to 1 over u. Right? So therefore, what is the question? The question is, we are expected to integrate x over e raised to the power of x, positive e over x raised to the power of x raised to the power of 2 times ln x dx. Now ln x dx is du over u. Place that du over u with the integral sign. X over e raised to the power of x is u. That is the substitution we have taken here. Positive, this is going to be 1 over u raised to the power of 2. This is what we have got. Now if you were to expand this, you get u squared positive 2 times u times 1 over u, that's going to be 2, positive 1 over u squared times 1 over u times the du with the integral sign. So distribute this 1 over u, you get u positive 2 over u positive 1 over u cube times the du with the integral sign. Now this can be rewritten as u times du plus 2 times du over u plus u raised to the power of negative 3 times du. You integrate this, you get u squared over 2, you get 2 times ln u plus u raised to the power of negative 3 positive 1 divided by negative 3 positive 1. Rewriting, you get u squared over 2 positive 2 times ln u negative u raised to the power of minus 2, right? You bring that down, you get u squared, you have a negative 2 there, So place that 2 there with the negative sign. But what is my u? U is x over e raised to the power of x, right? So what we can do is we can rewrite this as 1 over 2 times. My u is x over e raised to the power of x, that is raised to the power of 2, positive 2 times ln of my u is x over e raised to the power of x, negative 1 over 2 times. Now 1 over u is this, so you can write that down, e over x raised to the power of x, that is raised to the power of 2 here, so you can place the 2 there. Now you can simplify this further. So how do we simplify? I'm utilizing this part of the space. So this is going to be 1 over 2 times x over e raised to the power of x raised to the power of 2. So that's going to be x over e raised to the power of 2 times x. Now as I mentioned to you, ln a raised to the power of b. So that's going to be 2 times x ln of x over e, and this is going to be negative 1 over 2 e over x raised to the power of 2 times x plus arbitrary constant c. Now this is quite a beautiful question, right? And this is the end of the solution. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Until we meet again, thank you everybody.